What happens when you wake up to find your spouse is not the person you thought you married? You get them home, you get them unwrapped, and you go, uh-oh. Across America, you see the white picket fences, the tricycles in the driveway, everything looks normal, but the fact of the matter, what lies behind the social mask is often anything but what it appears to be. Now, Stacy thought her dreams came true when she married Chip, but turns out her fantasy was nothing more than just that.
Well, Chip and I have been married about 8 years now. We have 2 absolutely beautiful kids, a beautiful house with a white picket fence. On the surface, we look like the perfect little family, but somehow, somewhere, we got lost.
When I first met Stacy, it was terrific. I knew I met my soulmate. We made love 5 times a day. She was incredible.
We wanted to have kids so badly, but that took 3 years of a lot of disappointment and a lot of fighting. And we did the insemination, so he would come home, climb on, climb off.
Well, the sex on demand, I mean, the excitement was all taken out of it. It actually killed my desire to have sex with my wife.
Well, sex life didn't exist after the kids. I already felt bad about myself. I started feeling fat, not good enough, horrible.
So I didn't feel the same after seeing Stacy have that baby. I mean, just seeing the baby come out of Stacy was a little rough, and all the things that go along with it. So opposed to making love to my wife, I went out and got a prostitute. It was exciting, she was new.
He came to me and told me that he was a sex addict, that he has problems with hookers.
I can ask a prostitute to do things that I could never ask my wife. My wife is the mother of my kids. I think most guys have most likely cheated on their wives in one way or the other, you know, if it's not a lap dance, prostitute, you know, or an affair, you know.
I still don't trust him. We're still not intimate. He's forced to kiss me goodnight.
I'm not turned on by Stacy.
Supposedly, if he's a sex addict, then why doesn't he have sex with me?
You have to keep some secrets in your life in order to make the marriage work. So there is secrets that she doesn't need to know about.
Oh, I definitely thought I was gonna live happily. See, that was the key word. Because he did adore me. I mean, he treated me like a princess. Dr. Phil, is there a small chance, you know, that my husband can treat me the way I deserve to be treated? Can he love me the way I love him and keep this family together? That's all I want to know.
Chip, how you feel watching that?
It's hard.
How long since you guys have had any sexual interaction?
2 months.
2 months? And that's not okay with you?
Oh, no.
And you had to force it then, right? You weren't just like motivated at that point?
No, I think our time schedules right now are off. I'm a morning person, she's a night person, but I guess that's
the same
not
excuse.
the issue.
Do you really mean that? That if you guys just, no, seriously, if you guys just had a little better schedule, everything would be fine?
I think so.
You just sat here on national television and said, when I watched my wife have my baby, it was a complete turn-off.
There's a few other issues that...
Well, let's start with that one. I mean, you really, do you think that's reasonable? Do you think that's normal to say, I watched my wife have my baby? Boy, that's a little rough. This is just a total turn-off at this point.
Well, I've gotten over that, but it was a little difficult through the whole process of pregnancy. And I'm not saying using it as an excuse. It's okay to do what I did. You know, I feel like even a creep even repeating it out of my mouth. You know, even saying the word prostitute. But it's you know, I just want, you know, Stacy knows I love her more than anything in this whole world, or I wouldn't be sitting on this stage talking to you right now.
Do you believe that?
I do believe he loves me, and I don't understand that. I mean, anything he wants, I would give him, and he turns away. And when we try to talk about it, He says, it's your problem, you deal with it. That's the biggest problem.
What did you expect when you got married?
That he would always desire me.
Okay, because the way you found out about the hookers is you got busted with a hooker, right? You were soliciting a police officer or something?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, so we're stacking up examples of bad judgment here, okay?
Right.
Soliciting a police officer, that's bad judgment. But that's how you found out. You didn't just like come and tell her, you just got caught.
No, right.
Well, boy, my dad used to say, for every rat you see, there's 50 you don't.
Yeah.
You know, you believe that?
Yeah.
And look, let me tell you something. Just honestly, didn't you say in your notes, soulmate?
Yes.
This guy is my soulmate.
Yes.
Okay, this guy that's out running with hookers has no interest in you, and you call him, you said on the tape, he's a sex addict and I can't get him to go to bed with me.
Right.
That's pretty bad when you can't get a sex addict to go to bed with you. So is that not just humiliating to you?
Oh, that's what I don't understand.
Well, are you willing to settle for this?
No, that's why I wrote you.
Okay, but I'm asking you, are you willing to settle for it? Because you look a lot more hurt, which I certainly understand, than you do angry about this. Because you want to know why he's doing what he's doing?
That's what I want to know.
Because he can. He's doing it because he can. He's doing it because he can. And if we're going to be honest, you're probably thinking, hey, Phil, this ain't helping, okay? But I'm going to tell you the truth, because if you don't deal with the truth, you got no chance here whatsoever. I think that what you said in your letter was stunning to me, and I'm surprised that you're as calm about this as you are. I mean, have you just kind of lost spirit about this?
I think I'm lost. I think I got lost a long time ago with starting to be rejected. I was starting to be rejected before the baby was born. And so I started shoving all that down, and I kept shoving everything down and accepting different reasons why I was being turned down.
Okay. Do you really want this to go better, or if you...
Yes, I do.
I mean, really, really?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
I do.
because you can't change what you don't acknowledge. If you aren't willing to get just totally real here and be completely honest with her about what you want, what you need, what the problem is, and be honest with yourself that there's something seriously wrong here.
Right.
I mean, because do you have some semblance in your mind about what's normal and what's not?
Yes.
And do you know that what you're doing is not normal?
Absolutely.
You went to hookers, why? Didn't you say you went to hookers because you could ask them to do things you couldn't ask your wife to do?
It's hard for me to even mention it and say it. It is. It's a bizarre thing I did, and I don't even know why some of the times I did it.
You need to hear this, because if you want what you say you want, then you need to get some backbone and stand up and require it. With the behavior of withholding his affection from you, his interest in you, does that not insult you every day?
Yes. Yes.
Are you aware that that's how she takes that?
Yes.
That that's an insult to her with your behavior every single day?
Yes.
Are you her best friend?
I think so. I think she's my best friend. I know she's my best friend.
I'm going to tell you one guy to another. If you really want this marriage to work, you've got to get real with her, and you've got to get real with yourself, because you're kind of trying to gloss this over a little bit and hope that it goes away. But let me tell you, my wife told me something a long time ago that I've never forgotten. She said women have a real long memory. And you have brick by brick by brick constructed a wall between the two of you with your past behavior. And I'll tell you what it takes. And if you hear not another word I say today, hear this, okay? Number one, people who have nothing to hide, hide nothing. They hide nothing mentally, emotionally, physically, behaviorally. They're an absolute open book. Just whatever you want to know about me, I'm here. I'm just completely, totally open. And unless and until you do that, and it's not just a matter of if he's over eating pizza when he says he's eating pizza, it's a matter of everything being honest and truthful with you. Because in your defense, and God knows you need one, in your defense, you do not strike me as being a mean-spirited, ugly, just find somebody to grind under your shoe person. You don't strike me that way at all. But I think you have seriously lost your way emotionally and relationship-wise. I don't think you know the first thing about how to relate to her in a constructive way. I get the strong sense that if you knew, you would make a concerted effort to do it. Mm-hmm. So I'm telling you, it starts with being totally open and totally transparent. And the second thing, and this may be the most important thing of all, she will never, ever, ever, never get beyond what has happened unless and until she knows you have heard her. Until she knows that you get the gravity of what you have done and are doing, she will never, ever, ever be anything but a picture of pain that you're looking at right now. How much do you really know about the person you're marrying before you walk down the aisle? Recently, I received a really strange letter from a young church-going mom who found out just 3 months after the wedding that her straight-laced husband was in fact a cross-dresser. Yesterday, I sat down with Kelly, a mother of 3. Now, we agreed to protect her identity, and she agreed in exchange to be brutally honest. What do you say to yourself in the middle of the night when you wake up and you're lying in bed next to somebody who would rather stimulate themselves in some fetish way than to be attracted to and accepting of you? How does that feel?
It feels really terrible. It makes me want to run.
You dated this guy for how long?
I knew him for 7 months before we got married.
And during that time, you never had a clue that there was something unusual about this guy's sexual tendency, sexual orientation?
No.
Never had a clue?
Never had a clue about
Never
that.
went home at night and said, you know, I've dated some guys before, and this boy just doesn't feel right.
No, okay, that's true. As far as the transvestism, not a clue. As far as him not being very cozy, comfy, affectionate, and not really being physically with me, yes, I had a clue.
1 month into the marriage, Lewis starts showing transvestic behavior, correct?
He joked about a curiosity about pantyhose.
And he asked you to shave his legs, right?
I think he shaved his own legs, but we were
What,
taking a
that's
bath
better?
together. No, but no.
Okay, so he shaved his own legs and put on your pantyhose, right?
Right.
Just kind of for fun.
Right.
Same year, you go to a Halloween party, right?
Yeah.
And he goes as a woman.
Yep.
Okay? Again, just given what you had seen before, did that cause you to say, this is advancing here? And didn't he seem to have a lot of fun that night?
Yeah. I
So-
could not give myself permission to even entertain the idea of getting out of the relationship.
Here you are, you're with this guy, you got warning signs before you get married, but you get married.
Right.
A month into the deal, he's shaving his legs and putting on your clothes.
Right.
Then he's going to a Halloween party, he's really getting into this, and you're seeing it, and you get pregnant with him? Tell me what problem-solving set you used in that regard. How did you reason, this is the man that I want to have a family with?
I did that because I was trying to hold on to hope for change.
Hope for change. You thought the children would fix the problem?
Maybe I thought it would be a wake-up call, and he'd decide I want to step up to the plate and be honorable.
So let me tell you, it's hard enough being a kid in this world without coming in with a preordained job of healing your parents' marriage. Isn't that a big burden for a child?
It's a big burden for a child.
And you did it once and it didn't work. You did it again and it didn't work. You did it again and it didn't work. So here we are today. How long have you been putting up with this?
We've been married 12 years. We saw a counselor who, at which time he quit doing the clothing about 3 years ago, but he's no closer to me. And to the best of my knowledge, he hasn't done the clothing.
I wouldn't bet a dime that he's gone 3 years without dressing. If you knew before you walked down that aisle what you know right now today, would you have taken that walk?
No.
Are you willing to stand up for yourself in this situation?
Yeah, I have to now.
If you're going to stand up for yourself, do it right now. Tell me what you would tell him.
I am so pissed off because from the get-go, I had a picture and you had a picture and you let me believe that the picture was the same damn thing. You told me you love me and I'm not even believing that anymore. I have nothing to point to believe that you love me.
Are you mad about it?
I am.
Then tell me you're mad about it. You're sitting there whining, tell me you're mad about it. Say, damn you, you hurt me.
Damn
you have
you,
taken
you
my
hurt
life
me.
and you've thrown it away. Tell me.
You took it all and you threw it away. I'm 32 and I cannot get my 20s back. And I'm not gonna give away my 30s also. I'm done.
Go on, tell me.
I want better. I want better for me. I want better for the kids. And I want different.
I got some questions for you to think about tonight.
Okay.
If you believe that this isn't going to change, that there is never going to be a day when he turns towards you instead of away from you to meet his physical and emotional needs, would you stay? I want you to ask if you would be willing to settle for that, considering you, the children, everything. I want you to ask about this. Do you know that there was a time when he was a young boy that he had put on a woman's bathing suit, masturbated, fell asleep in the bathroom floor, and his father came in and found him? Do you know about that story?
Yes.
I want you to imagine the day that his 3 boys come home unexpectedly and find him dressed as a woman in the bedroom. I want you to think about what impact that would have in the future. And I always tell people, never, ever invest more in a relationship than you can afford to lose. And as you think through this tonight, I want you to ask yourself if you're coming to that point where if you're ever going to save yourself, it better be now. Will you think about those things?
Absolutely.
You're a brave woman.
Thanks.
Brave woman. Okay. Kelly discovered 3 months into her marriage that her husband, Lewis, was a cross-dresser. He has agreed to tell his story by phone to protect his family and his career. Lewis, are you there?
Yeah.
I want you to be really honest with us. We've gone to great lengths to protect your identity and hers so you can be absolutely unvarnished candid here.
Okay. I feel, in retrospect, I feel really awful for having done this. I guess it didn't seem like that big of a deal at the beginning.
Didn't you know about this whole thing before you guys got married? This started when you were in your adolescence, right?
Correct.
And you didn't tell her about this when you guys were dating or got married, isn't that right?
That's right.
Is that fair?
No, in retrospect, it wasn't.
Well, you say in retrospect, I mean, what did you think about it at the time? I mean, you say it doesn't seem fair now, but it seemed fair then?
Yeah, at the time, I didn't know how she would take it. I thought it could be an interesting part of our relationship.
So why didn't you tell her about it to begin with?
Because it was a shameful thing. It was quite embarrassing.
Well, don't you think she had the right to make an informed decision about this? I mean, if this is who you are, and you take someone and make them your life partner, don't you think they have a right to know that you have no interest in anything other than autoerotic stimulation? I mean, don't you think that's something she ought to know?
Yeah, in that situation, I think so.
Well, she thinks that you've not done this for 3 years, and I have to tell you, having spent 30 years in human behavior, I don't believe that for a minute.
It has not been 3 years. It's actually been about 2 or 3 months.
You think she's entitled to know that?
Uh-huh.
So how often do you two have a sexual interaction?
Well, I think the last time that we actually had sex was probably February of this year.
Well, you know, I guess my question is, you know, there are a couple of ways that you can violate someone in this, but I think what people overlook is it's not just what you do, it's what you don't do. Because I think you can clearly violate someone by withholding affection. I'd like to add Kelly to this phone call.
Okay.
Can we put Kelly on the line?
I'm here.
We're just kind of talking about where this leads you guys. I left you with 3 questions last night. If you believed that this was never going to change, would you continue in this relationship? And what was your decision?
My decision is no. I can't continue.
Why not?
For my own spiritual and emotional and everything survival, I don't. I'm so sorry. I don't think I can. I can't keep doing this.
What do you want to see happen, Lewis?
Well, I would like to see us a happy, fun family, like I think we both kind of envisioned it back in the beginning.
What you've done here is you have hidden a very significant issue from your life partner, given her a forced life of celibacy, and I guess, are you expecting that you guys will just stay together for the kids? Is that your thinking?
No, I think at one point I figured that would at least be the worst case scenario.
Do you believe that this relationship was based on deception coming out of the chute?
No, I don't think so. We had, I mean, that was part of it, because I should have been totally forthcoming.
Well, would that be a yes or a no? I mean, really, was this deception or was it not? I mean, you say this wasn't deception. You've been cross-dressing since you're 12, have no interest in sex with the opposite sex, and you kind of don't tell your fiance that before you get married, and you say you don't think this relationship is based on deception?
I think I might have thought originally that it would have chased it out.
But didn't she have the right to have a vote in what she was signing on for the rest of her life?
Yeah, I should have told her.
Well, okay. All right, that's good. That's good, and I'm trying to help you here, because look, you can't do anything about this if you aren't completely and totally honest with her about it. How long has it been since you have dressed?
It's probably been 3 or 4 months.
All right, Kelly, how you feel about that?
I'm surprised and I'm not. I believed him when he said it had been a long, long time.
Well, Kelly, Lewis, I just don't think that you can have a relationship based on deception. I don't think you can sustain a relationship with deception. I also don't think you stay together for the children. I never ask anybody to substitute my judgment for their own. Lewis, I haven't even met you. I don't even know your real name. Kelly, I spent time with you, and we did a lot of research, but it was a short period of time. You shouldn't let me make a decision about what you do with your marriage, but you should damn sure let me give you a wake-up call to pull your head out of the sand, because, girl, you had real clear warning signs and clues about this before you got married. You had real clear indications before you got pregnant, the first time, the second time, and the third time, and you have taken denial to a higher art form. And what you need to do is the two of you need to sit down and be honest. Lewis, you need to be honest about this. And you do need professional help, and you don't do it for 1 week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. You do it until. You do it until you have a clear direction in this, but do not continue to live in deception, because it seals the fate of the two of you and does not bode well for the future of your kids. Fair enough?
Sounds fair.
Kelly?
Yes.
You got some hard decisions to make, but I would do it with all the data in front of me by pulling my head out of the sand.
Thank you.
We're getting real with couples who got married before they got to know each other, and we're learning some lessons the hard way. Take a look.
I was in love with Joe, and he swore that he'd be faithful to me when we got married. Joe's been involved with several women over the years, and he says they're just emotional affairs, but they bother me just the same.
I never thought I would really be able to give up the attention I want from other women. The flirtations with women I have, they're just romantic. There's no sex involved.
I'm suspicious of everything that Joe says to me, and I'm constantly checking up on him.
When I tell the truth, Carmen gets hurt. So I sometimes have to lie to save her feelings. To be honest, I never thought we'd be married as long as we are now. I think the kids right now have a lot to do with us still being together.
You said Daddy told you that he wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you and Sam? It's okay. It's okay. It's all my fault. No, it's not. It's not your fault at all. Well, you can give me a hug. The trust is gone. I don't know how to get it back. It's really just tearing the family apart. Joe's not the man that I married anymore.
Joe, you just saw the toll this has taken on your son. So how much fun is that flirting now?
It's not fun at all.
He didn't know that was going to be on there, but I wanted him to see how bad he's hurting our son without him even realizing it. My son came to me and said, it's my fault Dad's unhappy with life because Dad told me he wouldn't be here if it wasn't for us, and he's unhappy being here. He says, Joel, he was trying to let you know how much he loves you, that even though he's not happy with himself, he's here for you, that he loves you. But of course, my son didn't take it that way.
Did you say that to him?
Yes. I told him I want to be there for him and Sam, our daughter. I felt that it's a big part of why I'm still there.
Was that a good decision?
From what you said before, I guess not, no.
No, I'm just asking you. Because I just saw what you just saw of your son, who's how old?
12.
And what's his name?
Joel.
Joel. Okay, I just saw Joel sitting on a bed in his bedroom crying and blaming himself for the fact that you're not happy because you came and told him, I'm just here because of you kids. I don't care about her. I'm just here because of you kids. What result do you expect from that when you do that?
It's not that I'm not happy. I've told them the reason that we still are together is because of them.
I want to see it again. Cue it up to Joel.
You said Daddy told you that he wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you and Sam? It's okay. It's okay. It's all my fault. No, it's not. It's not your fault at all. Well, you can give me a hug.
What in the hell are you thinking? What are you... I'll just ask you, you said, I got married knowing I would not want to give up the affection of other women. I'm having emotional affairs, but nothing physical. And, I'm just color me cynical.
Yeah.
I don't believe that. But I'm not saying you are. I have no evidence. I can't prove one way or the other. All I know is what you say, and just one guy to another. I don't believe that for a split second, but that's okay. That's your position. I'm not. And then you go say this to your children. Do you feel any responsibility to the health and welfare of this family as it relates to your choices?
I never knew my choices would really affect the family the way they have. I have in the past thought about, sometimes it's better, maybe we should just split up.
Well, that's one option. that's true, to just say, you know, I'll just go and y'all make your own way.
However, you know, I like what I have. You know, I love Carmen. I love the kids. I don't want to give that up either.
How do you feel when he has these emotional affairs?
They hurt just the same as if he was out having a physical affair. Because emotionally, I feel betrayed.
Well, you are betrayed, right?
Yes.
And you understand, that is a betrayal, right? Because let me tell you, anytime you turn away from instead of towards your partner to meet emotional needs, physical needs, needs that are appropriate to a committed, intimate relationship, that's a betrayal, right?
Yes.
So you have these needs and you're turning away from your wife to meet those needs. What do you expect her to do about that?
Well, I definitely don't. I know I lost her trust, and I know it'll be hard to regain it. But all I can do is say I'm sorry. The feeling I was looking for was that new relationship feeling. We've been married 14 years, and yeah, I miss that feeling.
So you thought, I'll just go get it somewhere else?
Yes.
And I'll let my children pick up the tab for that immaturity. I'll let my wife pick up the tab for that immaturity. And I'll let our family go down in flames so I can get a rush every 30 days?
I never really looked at it that way. I didn't think it'd affect. A lot of times, I guess really it was, you know, what they don't know don't hurt. And so
I always find out.
until I got caught, and then I promised her I wouldn't do it again, and I'd go out and do it again and get caught again, and, you know.
I think Joe's real unhappy with Joe. So he gets real down and he needs that rush to get him up. Then he feels really bad about what he's done, so he starts getting real down again. Then he needs that rush. I know you think I'm making excuses for him. I make excuses for him a lot.
I'm sorry, but okay. you guys understand, you know, I don't have like a script. I mean, I got like your names and stuff here. I just ask people questions, and you're just gonna have to tell me what in the world is funny about this.
It's not.
Oh, but it is, because you're laughing. You're laughing and patting him on the arm and saying, oh, I always find out.
You know, now you're making me laugh. Because I feel bad that he feels bad about it, and I know I shouldn't. But then I think, well, he's gonna feel bad about himself, and it's just gonna start the cycle again. If I make him feel bad about himself, he's gonna do it again because he's gonna need that rush.
Well, let me tell you something. That dog would not almost hunt at my house. Those conversations would start with, let me tell you something, bucko. And you better listen fast or you're going to feel the door hit you in the ass, boy. I mean, I just don't get this. I don't get what is the deal with being willing to settle for this. Joe is doing this because he can. I mean, it's life law 8. You teach people how to treat you. You said, when I got married, I knew I wasn't going to give up my want for these other women. I didn't think we would stay married very long, so I guess you just thought you'd just bring some kids in the world and then just kind of leave them in your wake as you went to the next conquest. What they don't know doesn't hurt them. But are you rethinking that as you sit here now?
Well, definitely, yes.
Because that's a good thing, because this is about wake-up calls. I'm not trying to beat you up. Yeah. I'm trying to wake you up. I'm trying to wake you up and get you to realize what you're doing here.
I've realized what I'm doing, and that's why we're here.
So what are you willing to do to change it?
I'm willing to do anything to change it.
Well, tell me something with a verb in it.
You know, I don't want to.
What are you willing to do?
I don't want to make promises, because if I break them, it's I broke another promise, and there it goes again. But I want to try to stop flirting, stop seeing women.
Because listen, I understand. Isn't it all fun when you fall in love and you know everything's new and fresh and all that? That's all fun. Just like riding a roller coaster is fun, you know. That's great fun for some people. But the truth is, as we mature, we realize that love doesn't get old, it just transforms. It just transforms. You know, at first, you're up all night and you're talking and you're doing all of this stuff and everybody gets all excited and everything. And I always hear them say, oh, we're like soulmates. She knows me so well, she can finish my sentences. And then 2 years later, it's like, hey, quit interrupting, okay? You know, we get that evolution. We get that evolution, but we label it as negative when really it's just a change. I don't stay up all night talking to my wife because I want to go to sleep. Okay, but you know what? It may not be exactly the same. It's better, but different. Yeah. If you mature enough to allow that to happen, what you find out is in exchange for some of the exhilaration in the unknown, you have comfort, you have security, you have a soft place to fall. And when you put effort and energy into it, you can create that exhilaration at the right time along the way. But in the meantime, you mature into nurturing what's there and learning to label that the same way you label the other. There's a big difference between falling in love and being in love. And you need to give yourself a chance to do that before she watches this tape 100 times and figures out she needs to kick your ass to the curb.
What we've just witnessed isn't just one relationship falling apart, it's a pattern repeated across multiple marriages where deception, emotional neglect, and lack of accountability slowly destroy the foundation of trust. In each of these cases, the core issue isn't just cheating, secrets, or even unconventional behavior. It's the failure to be honest from the very beginning. Legally and psychologically speaking, relationships are built on informed consent. When one partner hides a significant part of their identity, behavior, or intentions, it creates what many experts would call a false contract. The other person is making lifelong decisions, marriage, children, emotional investment based on incomplete or misleading information. And as we saw here, that deception doesn't just affect the couple, it spills over onto the children, shaping their emotional well-being and even how they see themselves. Dr. Phil repeatedly highlights a critical principle. You teach people how to treat you, whether it's tolerating repeated betrayal, ignoring red flags, or staying in situations that cause deep emotional harm. Those choices set the standard for what continues. And on the other side, the individuals engaging in harmful behavior often continue not because they don't know it's wrong, but because until now there have been no real consequences. So here's the real question for you watching. At what point does love stop being loyalty and start becoming self-destruction? Would you stay and try to fix things, or would you walk away to protect your peace and your future? These cases remind us that honesty, accountability, and self-respect aren't optional in a relationship, they're essential. If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.